One gold digger to cat. And I have some neodymium magnets here. What I'm going to do is put them across here, tape them down with Gorilla Tape, since she lays there all the time. And facing her is going to be what you call Bio North on a magnet. The way you find Bio North, it's a crazy term because it's not magnetic north, it's actually magnetic south. What it means is that it's the type of magnetism found at the North Pole. So in other words, your compass will point to the side of the magnet that's Bio North. That's the healing side. And she's actually doing pretty well, but she's still, she's never 100%. Never. So, we're going to find Bio North. The way, like I said, you don't put the magnet too close to the compass, or else you're going to reverse the polarity on a compass, because that's how strong those neodymium magnets are. But you just point it, you have it about maybe that far away, probably a good foot away from the compass. And if the needle points to that side, that's, the side the needle points to, the north needle points to, that's going to be the side that is actually magnetic south, but they call it Bio North because that's the magnetism found at the North Pole. I think it's actually somebody screwed up with this terminology that was doing this magnetic healing. But the thing is, the Bio North side is the side that works, not magnetic north, Bio North. That's the side that actually helps heal. So since she's laying here all the time, I'm going to put a bunch of them this way and that way in 2 rows. I'm going to take her off of here and Gorilla Tape that down. Then she'll go back up there and lay there. And it'll work too. I mean, it really does work. And you know what else too? That helps with disposition. Because she's really nice with me, but she's not too perfect with my other cats. So, but she seems to be, if I feel her, wow. Skin's a little rough under there still. Right? Still a little rough, isn't it? Back there. Under her fur. You're getting better. So, we'll see if this helps out. I think it will. It's subtle influence. It doesn't going to do with things in the short run. But since she's laying here all the time, I think it's going to work. Okay, so I got 3 magnets under her, so that's good enough. They are kind of difficult to place. What you got to do is really I tape them down one at a time here, and make sure it's the Bio North is facing up, which again is the magnetism found in the North Pole. That's the main healing side. The other side, Bio South, is rarely used. It's usually used to stimulate growth. But it can also stimulate aggression, so you don't want that. And if there's some kind of infection present, you don't want to stimulate the growth of infection. So, like so rarely would you ever use Bio North. In other words, you might have a situation where you want something to heal faster, and there's no infection. Then you might use the Bio South sometimes. The magnetic north, the Bio South. But normally, 99% of the time, you use Bio North, which is the magnetism found in the North Pole, which is actually magnetic south. And that's really how the confusion gets in place. You just remember that the compass needle points to Bio North. So it's a stupid term these guys came up with, I think. But the research is there. I actually read a lot of books by Rawls and Davis. I think it's Walter Rawls, and I forgot Davis's first name, but they did a lot of experiments, and the stuff does work. So actually I have it on the other shelf that is in the front that the cats lay on a lot too. So, but she seems to lay over here all the time, so I figured, why not? Especially if it makes her a little more mellow. She's very mellow with me, but not with the other kitties. So, and I can't, my little Onyx, who had his surgery yesterday, whatever, for neutering. Came home from the gym at 1 o'clock. I left him inside, he was inside because they say to leave him inside, but he doesn't really like stay inside all the time. But he never wanders, though, it's a thing. So I opened up the door at 1 o'clock when I came home from the gym, and he just got right the hell out. I was like, oh shit. So I figured, I didn't think he was going to go anywhere. But here it is, almost about 24 hours later. I don't see him, and I have not seen him on a security camera once by the food. And not thinking things have gone well. There could have been something wrong with that surgery. I don't know. I have no idea, man. I just can't be Karnak the magician. But I figured I'd mention that because it bugs me that I have not seen him. I've seen Dixie, so not Onyx. So it's Onyx and Paw is missing. That's why I keep these ones in house as much as possible. But I was keeping Feather's been inside all day. And I was keeping Onyx in I was getting them in here probably almost half the time. Feather's in here most of the time. But, I don't know. I hope he comes back. But in the meantime, this is I gotta put another piece of tape on there. This way. It's Gorilla tape. So she doesn't uproot this or nothing. Right? So that's taped on her good. I mean, what are you going to do, man? Probably the best thing I press would be to have, I don't know, well, I guess you could put a piece of plexiglass or, I don't know, whatever. So she's laying right on 3 of those magnets. So, that'll probably work on you really good. You'd be surprised what the magnetism can do over a period of time. The Bio-North healing side. But since you're all grown up, it's not going to stunt your growth or anything. I don't know if it would do that, but it's you can hear the music too. She always hears the healing, soothing music. She's right here by the window. And Feather's outside, the mama cat. She just put her out there about 15 minutes ago. I'm hoping, Onyx always stays by his mom. But man, I'm like, what happened to this guy? What happened to him? God, that is an adorable cat. He followed me around like a puppy dog, and I'm like, God, I thought, well, I hope everything's okay. We'll find out. But that's not my doing. I mean, if I took them to the vet like they're supposed to, if something went wrong, crap, I wouldn't know. Didn't seem to be, though. He seemed to be okay. But maybe he's psychologically scarred by, having these little meow things removed there, so I'm not sure. Anyway, over now.